My name is Juliana Nalbandian, and I will be presenting on the Frito-Lay Company. On behalf of the entire Frito-Lay Company and PepsiCo, we would like to express our deepest sympathies to the families who have experienced severe food poisoning from our Lay's barbecue chips. Not only have we halted the selling and production of this flavor in California, but we have also done the same throughout the entire country. Meanwhile, we are undergoing an investigation to uncover the cause of the food poisoning. Please monitor our corporate website and social media channels for updates on the investigation, inspections, and our family support team as they become available. We greatly thank you for your patience and understanding. In order to prepare for the overwhelming response we will receive from this crisis, we will need to be trained on the topic of bridging. Bridging is when someone redirects attention from the topic in question to their own preferred speaking points without actually dodging the question, which would make us seem untrustworthy and insensitive to begin with. When using bridging to answer questions in interviews, it is important to use opening statements like, "What matters in the situation is," "Here's the real problem," "While A is important, it's also important to remember that B," "Let me emphasize that," and it all boils down to. First, let's brainstorm some of the possible questions that interviewers may ask us, like, who and what is responsible for this crisis? Are you going to stop selling your barbecue chips indefinitely? How do you know this type of crisis won't happen again? We also have to think about the many questions and statements that many of our customers will broadcast throughout social media, like, are Frito-Lay products actually safe and good for you? Frito-Lay cares more about the money than they do about their customers. And of course, we have to prepare for the multiple guesses of the cause of food poisoning that will question the quality of our processes, facilities, employees, and ingredients. So now let's choose a question and provide a bridging answer. Let's say an interviewer asks you to respond to a claim from a customer that, quote, "Frito-Lay cares more about their money than they do about their customers," end quote. I would say something like, while this statement makes sense in response to a crisis, it is important to remember that Frito-Lay has stopped both producing and selling their barbecue chips. They acknowledge that even though this claim may put a dent in their sales, the safety and well-being of their customers matters so much more than the profit they receive. In addition to this elimination, a great amount of funds are being spent on a large support team for the families affected by this food poisoning. Hospital bills, medication expenses, potential room and board, and other well-being resources are only a small glimpse of what Frito-Lay will be taking care of for these families. Essentially, it all boils down to this. Frito-Lay has stood for putting their customers first in every decision they make for the past 86 years they have been in business, and will choose to do so regardless of the situation at hand. Let's go over another question just to make sure everyone else is on the same page. Who/what is responsible for this crisis? I would answer something like, although we are not sure at this moment, what matters is that we are doing everything in our power to figure out the root cause of this food poisoning incident. Since we care so deeply about our customers, we will keep detailed reports of our investigations and inspections to broadcast on our website and social media channels to make sure that we provide our customers with some kind of closure, which is the very least we can do. With any update we receive, it is our first priority to make sure the families affected are aware of the status of the investigation before the rest of the public finds out. Once they are notified, our website and social media channels will be updated in a timely manner. As always, feel free to reach out to our VP Communications, Chris, with any other specific inquiries.